Hey, you're back again. Nice to see you again. We're still on Kaladesh, sorry. We'll probably have one more video after this one of it, and then hopefully I'm done. Until I get more cards, at least. So, we're going to start with the Shadows Over Innistrad booster that came with the Deck Builder's Toolkit for Kaladesh. Vessel of Ephemera. It's plains and 2 to pay that and sacrifice it. Put 2 1/1 White Spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Lamplighter of Selhoff. When it enters the battlefield, if you control another zombie, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Puncturing Light, again. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power 3 or less. Warped Landscape. Tap, add generic to your mana pool. Pay 2 and tap. Or maybe it's colorless. I get confused. But pay 2 and tap. Sacrifice Warped Landscape. Search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tap. Then shuffle it. Your library. Vessel of Volatility. Pay mountain once. Sacrifice it. Add 4 mountains to your mana pool. Thornhide Wolves. That's all. Which I love wolves, because I'm going to make decks with wolves all up in it. Oh, itchy foot. Itchy foot. Sorry. Painful. It was painful and itchy. Rancid Rats. Skulk. It can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. And it has Death Touch. I don't understand why they're explaining Death Touch. Hasn't that been around for a while? Why are they explaining it in Shadows of Innistrad? Over Innistrad. Or has it been gone for a while and I didn't notice? Fiery Temper. It deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and you could discard it and pay it for a madness cost of a mountain instead. Clip Winds. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with flying. Stensia Masquerade. Attacking creatures you control have first strike. Whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage to a player, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. And it has a madness cost as well. Moonlight Hunt. Choose target creature you don't control. Each creature you control that's a wolf or a werewolf deals damage equal to its power to that creature. Foul Orchid. I don't know why I keep saying that wrong. Enters the battlefield tap. Tap it, add swamp or forest to your mana pool. Anguished Unmanking. Exile target non-land permanent. You lose 3 life. Hinterland Logger. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast this turn, transform it. And it becomes Temper Shredder, which has trample, and if 2 or more spells were cast last turn, transform it back to its human form. Which I like werewolves, actually. But I don't have enough of the checklist cards, so I only play them in casual play at home. Because who's going to say anything? Because I'm not going to say anything if they do it. And now, to the Eldritch Moon booster pack. Choking Restraints. Enchant creature. It can't attack or block. Pay 2 plains and 3 to sacrifice it. Exile enchanted creature. Boon of Emrakul. Enchant creature. It gets +3, -3. Spring Sage Ritual. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 4 life. Thraben Foulbloods. It has Delirium, it gets +1/+1, and it has Menace, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Grapple with the Past. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Thermo Alchemist. Defender. Tap. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap Thermo Alchemist. Fiend Binder. Whenever Fiend Binder attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Contingency Plan. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back onto the top of your library in any order. Stensia Innkeeper. When it enters the battlefield, tap target land an opponent controls. That land doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Blessed Alliance. Escalate to pay this cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. Choose 1 or more. Target player gains 4 life. Untap up to 2 target creatures. Target opponent sacrifices an attacking creature. Shreds of Sanity. Return up to 1 target instant card and up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Then discard a card. Exile Shreds of Sanity. Liliana's Elite. It gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard, which is kind of nice. Too bad it doesn't count creature tokens. That would be cool, except for then it'd probably be too OP and yeah, you know what happens then. Dark Salvation, which costs swamps and 2X, like 2 colorless X's. Target player puts X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield. Then up to 1 target creature gets -1, -1 until end of turn for each zombie that player controls. I like that card actually. And then we got Ulvenwald Captive. It has Defender, and tap it, you can add Forest to your mana pool. Pay 2 Forest and 5, transform it. And then it becomes Ulvenwald Abomination, which you can tap to add 2 colorless to your mana pool. See, I like this one because it doesn't transform back due to casting spells. It doesn't transform back at all, actually, but, you know. Well, that's it for this video. Next video, we'll be completing the Kaladesh Deck Builder's Toolkit, because we'll be doing the last 2 boosters, which is Kaladesh finally. And we'll be done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.